Morning, intuitives. Wanted to get a video out before I go in for another double shift. And once again, link below. Please help me raise money for Same You. That's why I'm doing 33 videos in the month of July. There's playlists I created to track my progress to prove I'm actually doing it because I live up to my promises unless someone shoots me and I can't, which happened once. So this video is going to be another dive into what I call INFJ music. And as I've mentioned in multiple videos, I am a heterosexual, demisexual INFJ. Yeah, say that 3 times fast. And, I've sort of been looking for my soulmate, so to say, since I was 12. Never been interested in, incapable of casual flings, and never once sought after a one night stand. Turned down a few dozen over the years. Just saying. But, and I've mentioned how in this day and age, finding unconditional love is like finding a blue rose. That's the literary device that I use in a lot of poems and stuff, because blue roses are cool and I clearly have a thing for them. But it also lines up because one of the meanings behind it is, what you want to be that can't be, what's just out of your reach. And I wanted to talk about a song that I've known my whole life. It's an older song, so I grew up hearing it, on the oldie station as a kid, riding with my parents. And that song is Higher Love by Steve Winwood, because it essentially talks about, the struggles of looking for, that higher love, that unconditional love, or as, the ancient Greeks called it, agape, unconditional love, their word for it, as opposed to eros, which is like physical attractive love, like, ooh, she's so pretty, kind of thing. Or and there's philia too, but that's like brotherly love, hence the name Philadelphia, which is the city that's not far from me, that I grew up in the suburbs of. That's like platonic love. But we're not here for an ancient Greek lesson today, yet. So, the song Higher Love, it starts, think about it, there must be higher love down in the heart or hidden in the stars above. Without it, life is wasted time. Look inside your heart and I'll look inside mine. Things look so bad everywhere in this whole world. What is fair? We walk the line and try to see, falling behind in what could be. And I take that as, you could have everything in the world, but without like finding that unconditional love, it's, what's the point? Like, I mean, I can see that in myself. Like, if I had $20 million and I lived like a hermit somewhere and went to museums all the time, and even if I had a firefighter job, like, well, what's the point? I would just be a workaholic. If I was alone and unable to find somebody, even if I had millions, I would just, I would do whatever I can to get my dream job. So I would just be in a city somewhere. At this point, it would be in the Republic of Ireland or the United Kingdom, because ain't no one gonna hire me in the IAFF union that controls all the firefighter jobs in the United States and Canada, because I spoke out against stuff. And the links to my story. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. You'll get the full story someday, but court and all that. And yeah, so without finding that deep connection with somebody, that we as INFJs and ENFJs seek, we just become workaholics. I've talked about that in a previous video. And this song, basically says how hard it is to find that connection with somebody, that yes, it's out there, and then when you do find it, you have to kind of put it all on the line and try. You can't hold back, because it's not like you're going to find somebody where you feel that potential with every couple months, you know. And yeah, that song always struck a chord with me, especially once I got like into puberty and into my teen years. There's some good covers of it too. Whitney Houston did a good cover of it. Some people take it as more like divine love, and I can see that string too. It also, hearing the song also makes me think of the goddess Diana, because that's my deity personally. But it does say something to me about, like, without unconditional love, life is wasted time. So if you have all the success in the world, but no one to share it with. What's the point? And that's part of the message I want to get across here, that is INFJs. So much of our identity and sense of purpose is wrapped up in our careers, but at the same time, if you find that person and you think, you found that higher love, that unconditional love, and to make that work, you may have to sacrifice part of your career, maybe not advance as quick as you wanted to, or put it on the back burner for a while. You have to do that because, like the song says, without it, life is wasted time. Basically, the message for INFJs there is, how rare it is to find a blue rose for us. Once you find one, as important as your job is to you, put it on the back burner. You can always, reach for the brass ring and try to climb the ladder a few years down the road in your career. You can, if you're in that profession, you can work your way up a few years down the road. You can put it on the back burner. But you may never again have that chance, to be with that blue rose, to have that higher love. You can't always put work first. And as INFJs, we're usually not like that when we're in love. Usually for us, there's long gaps in between our relationships because we don't do rebound flings, we don't do flings, period, we don't do casual, we don't do friends with benefits. So it's all or nothing, as it is with everything. So either we're in a relationship or we're alone, and there's no middle ground. So, if you think one of those relationships has the potential, for like a lifelong commitment, put the career on the back burner. The career is always going to be there. The industry you're in probably isn't going away. Like I'll use myself. Like, say it's a couple years down the road, and I'm with someone where I see that potential, but at the same time I'm trying to take the lieutenant's exam in the fire department. Well, I may never get another chance with that person again. They're going to test for lieutenants next year too. Like, you know what I mean? I would have my dream job. I can wait to move up a step within the department. And I would, that would be an easy decision for me, because at this stage of the game, I know how hard it is to find that higher love. So INFJs, when you feel you have the opportunity to be with somebody who you truly believe gives you that sense of higher love, don't squander it. It may be a long time before you find somebody else, and you may not find somebody else the older you get, because let's be honest, the older you get, more people become married, the dating pool becomes smaller. That's for males and females. So just keep that in mind, and good luck in finding that higher love that I keep thinking of. And listen to Higher Love by Steve Winwood or Whitney Houston's cover. Never sell out your integrity. Always trust your intuition. Click the link and donate the same you. Please subscribe to the channel, and thank you for taking the time.